Hi, welcome to my online drum lessons. My name is Amiracool and I play at OneSpirit gatherings. And you can find me on Facebook or on the website, all the links are down below. So we're going to start with the most fundamental aspects of rhythm. And these lessons are all related to rhythm, not specifically djembe. I'm not a djembe player per se. Just like any instrument of rhythm, but there's some principles that are universal really. It relates to all instruments. So basically starting off with some definitions, like you have music is organized through bars. So a bar of music is actually a length of time that it keeps going back. The way you most likely would have noticed it by now is when somebody goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1. That length of time between that one and the next one, that's a bar. So it's like this, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That's a bar. I'll just remind you, I'm a left-handed player, so if you're a right-handed player, whatever I do, you can reverse. And actually, in so many ways, this is good because you just see me as a mirror image of yourself if you're right-handed, so probably an advantage. So I'll get on with that. So basically, you have a bar, and now we divide the bar into equidistant syllables. The syllables could be like da, 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 or A, B, C, D, da, 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 da. But in order to organize things better and you know where you are in relationship to the beginning, we use numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So each one of these syllables is quarter of the length of a bar. So it's like we've divided the bar into 4 equidistant syllables. And these are called quarter notes. So on a standard bar of 4/4, where you count 1, 2, 3, 4, the quarter note is also called the pulse. Now the pulse is the most fundamental thing that the music is organized around. And the pulse is essentially a length in time. It's a bit like a centimeter of time. You can think of it like that. The only difference is that a pulse is relative, like whereas a second, which is a unit of time, is a fixed length of time, it's a second. A pulse is relative to the other definition, which is tempo. Now, a combination of tempo and pulse is very important, and it's good to understand the distinction. So a pulse is a unit of time, and the tempo is how many of those units of time you can get inside a minute. So for instance, when I say something is 60 BPM, beats per minute, means then each of those beats is actually 1 second. If when something is 120 BPM, then 120 of those will fit in the minute, which means 2 of those a second. So a piece of music could be 70 BPM, 80 BPM, 100 BPM, drum and bass, 140, 150, house music, 120 something to 130 something, etc., etc. So the good thing to understand is that even if you're a beginner, how you can relate to an advanced player's drumming. So if you wanted to play in an orchestra with a more experienced drummers, what you have to determine is that what tempo are they playing and what's the pulse. And if you can play the pulse to whatever rhythm they do, that's your access to starting jamming. So if I'm going something like a which is like a bit more like a complicated rhythm, and if you didn't know how to do that, you can just go, what's the pulse to that? And the pulse will be like, if the rhythm is dum tuk tak, the pulse is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So that's how you know the pulse. You determine the pulse, then you could play the pulse along to the rhythm, and that's your beginning point. So basically, anytime we start dividing the bar into equidistant units, these divisions are called subdivisions of a bar. And these are the standard names for them. The first quarter note subdivision, then the way you manipulate and use pulse is that you double it and double the double, or half it and half of the half ad infinitum, depending on your level of playing and the speed, so on and so forth. So when we're counting the quarter notes, we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And notice I'm playing the 1 on the bass. Psychologically, when you hear the bass note, you associate that with the beginning. So it's very important to just, if you want to guide the listener and make them feel at home so that they know where the 1 is, you play that on the bass note. And now we're going to play double of the pulse. We call that the 8th note for the obvious reason that 8 of them fit in the same length of time. And the way to count that is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. After that, doubling of the double, you still want to keep in to the same framework. You go 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and. So 1 and the and are from the 8th notes. Now you fitted in 2 in between. E, 1 E and So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 4 E and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, 3, 4, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So as you see now, if you combine all of these together, you can make a lot of rhythms. But before that, let's do the half of the pulse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then half of the pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So next thing is that now if you keep going down, these are called subdivisions. If you go quarter notes, 8th notes, 16th note, and we also have triplets, which is going to be another lesson. Then what we're going to do is expanding. So you're multiplying bars. That's called the cycle, creating cycles. So usually it's either multiples of 2 or multiples of 4. It's good to think in terms of 4. So then you could start a cycle of 4. So let's say the simplest one is that you play the first 3 bars as a constant and vary the 4th bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1 and a 3 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, so on and so forth. Or you could stop at the 1 on the 4th bar. This is a really good technique. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, stop, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. Now you can use that 4th bar, which is empty, as like your creative space. So you keep the first three constant and you vary the 4th one. That's how you become artistic. So 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4. As long as you keep with the length and respect that length of the last bar, you can do anything. And the more advanced you become, the more you can think of other ideas, which is I'm going to basically show you as we go along what things to fit in there. So really, becoming a musician, a lot of it has got to do with really feeling a length of time and knowing where the next cycle begins. Initially, we have to start counting numbers because it's just to train you. But after a while, you just get to feel that length of time. And you could put the numbers aside. So, okay, I think this was great. Basically, you understand that a bar, the pulse, and subdivisions and cycles. I hope you keep repeating this and practicing it until you really ingrain that in yourself. And I look forward to playing with you at OneSpirit and in the drum sessions and the drum circles. And meanwhile, have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye bye.